Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. We are going to be reacting to a video which came out just yesterday, as far as we're recording this, from Niko Omilana. He had made a documentary where he was interviewing America's most racist man, allegedly. This particular person lives in Arkansas. He's the leader of the KKK. And when this video came out, within 24 hours, it already had like 7 to 8 million views. So we thought we'd definitely react to this to see what all the fuss is about. I am with somebody who is from that part of America, but is far from that sort of person. His name is Dixie the Undead. How you doing, Dixie?
Hello. Yes, I was raised around a lot of this silliness. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking for dog whistles left and right here.
For sure. So without further ado, let's react to this and we can talk about it as well as we're reacting to it. And we'll talk about it once we finish watching it. Let's go. Oops.
This man, and this is the story of how I found this man and tricked him into giving me an interview. But the craziest thing about all of this is that it was all an accident. Because originally I was traveling to Harrison, Arkansas, because based off the videos I've seen online, it's America's most racist town. And as I have a lot of history trolling racists,
They're our streets. They're taking our houses. They're taking the loft.
And they took your teeth as well.
Yeah, they did.
I thought I was definitely qualified
Wow.
to go down there to see this town for myself and find out if it really is racist.
He's only like 23, 24 years old, this guy.
Pretty brave.
Yeah. And he's a very smart guy too.
We're here! Well, we're not here yet. We have to get a taxi and then we're going to be there.
And unfortunately, there were no taxis. So I had to try and hitchhike my way into getting someone to drive me all the way to Harrison, which is a 2-hour
You couldn't get a
journey.
taxi?
At an airport? What the hell?
Not even an Uber?
Basically, we hear it's the most racist town in America.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I came the whole way. I'm saying we get a road trip to Harrison.
I really want to take you. I have to catch a movie, but let me see.
What time's your movie?
He's reluctant to go
Yeah.
to Harrison.
Yeah, they're debating it.
He thinks he can take us to Harrison.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not killers. We're not killers. First thing we have to do, we just have to prove that we're not killers. Is the passports. This is where I just get out the zip tie and I choke you.
Sorry, my cat's in the way.
Dude, have you guys heard much about
Mouse.
Harrison?
No problem.
KKK headquarters there. I saw a video on YouTube last year. Somebody like had Black Lives Matter sign, and people were telling him like, "Don't use it."
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
That sounds like a sundown town, baby. Yeah, I used to live right beside a sundown
And you
town
feel like I
too.
should be nervous going?
I would be a little more.
Just to inform us, what's a sundown town?
Okay, sundown town is one of those towns where you're not, if you're not
Daniel told us a
very
story about
white,
his friend.
that you're going to
your
get
friends-
jumped or worse if they catch you after sundown. They'll probably try to
Holy
lynch you.
shit.
Yeah,
God, man, what?
there
For real,
are
what we
still
get
sundown
ourselves into.
towns around. I don't know about
You should be
now, but
smiling,
when
man.
I was growing up, yeah, there definitely were sundown towns.
All right, I think we're pretty much here. This is, I believe, to be Harrison.
So beautiful though. That's the
It
scary
is.
thing.
I mean, I've been to Arkansas. There's a lot of pretty
I
countryside
do want to
there.
give
It's
you
just
some cash.
the
Obviously, you
attitude,
drove us
man.
all the way down here. That's $300.
And it's
Here we
not
go.
the heat, it's the
So I waved
stupidity
off our
of the
good friend
place
Daniel,
too.
and just like that, we had arrived in the most racist town in America.
Time to go into this hotel. It is actually.
I like his
on the,
enthusiasm, by the way.
National Register.
Oh, we're the most
of
racist
Historic
town in
Places.
America. He's got a big smile on his
So,
face.
I know, right?
I love it.
Mental stuff's gone down here. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, Brenda. I'll be here until then tonight.
Perfect.
If you want torture, just come down and I'll torture you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I bet
Again,
she would.
Miranda. I've felt like a horror movie. It's this one.
I mean,
There we go. Now, You just got to go explore the town a little bit. Brenda, where's best for like nightlife here?
Wow, you're brave.
The square? Off we go into the darkness. Now this one, this feels scary. You know, I'm actually scared.
Jesus,
Yeah.
isolated
blame
and
him for being
deserted
scared.
it is.
Oh, I wonder why, George.
To be honest, going out late in a town that is seen as the most racist town in America alone,
I wouldn't say after dark, man.
might be the stupidest thing I've ever done on this channel, and that is saying something.
I presume this is the square, and this place is dead.
And just like that, we stumbled across our first local resident of Harrison, Arkansas.
We're new to this place. We're just filming a documentary for the BBC. Where's it popping? Where's the nightlife going on?
There's not really a nightlife in this town.
No nightlife.
No,
Nothing.
no.
This is what we call the square. As you see, everything is absolutely closed right now, and it is what, like 9:30 on a Saturday.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
crazy. You got any friends around
Oh, yeah.
here?
We're actually
There are
playing,
little towns like this all over the place.
Can we join you?
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. Sorry, what's your
9:30
name?
p.m. and
Oh
it's
yeah,
dead.
it's
Richard
yeah,
on a
they roll up the
Saturday.
into
sidewalks.
the
Yep.
land of the N-words.
Oh, big up. Let's play Magic.
Are you playing Magic the
So I actually have
Gathering?
a card to play. I'm playing the Command Tower. What card does he play?
This is Shipwreck Marsh. I'm gonna play Evolving Wilds.
We played a game called Magic the Gathering, and I was claiming to be a pro, but honestly, I had never played it before in my life, and I think it
Oh,
was
they probably
obvious.
saw right through him.
Yeah, no, okay, a draw card. Got you. All right, so
Draw card.
yeah, draw card.
No, from your deck.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But then I became a prestige 1000 level wizard and earned all of my fellow magicians' respect, which meant I could ask them to tell me the truth about this town.
We were sent here on behalf of the BBC because we were told that Harrison is actually the most racist town in America.
We get a lot of hate about Harrison being a racist town.
It's not that everybody hears that, it's just that there was a history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing for Glen St. Mary, Florida.
So whereabouts are they? Zinc.
Zinc. Heard of that, Dixie?
Zinc, Arkansas? Never heard of that place. No. Again, I'm from Florida. I'm not from Arkansas. I've only been to Arkansas once.
Fair enough.
So these racist places, as a black person myself, it doesn't make sense for me to go to at all. What would they do if they saw me?
Trust me, if you went there, you would not be welcome.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
he's
probably
been-
just like tell him to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he has a camera crew or
Oh,
something
the
like
police. The guy said the police will pull you over and you'll be strip searched and stuff. The police. I mean, they're supposed to be against these guys, but they're with them.
Oh yeah, they're not going to arrest Uncle Larry or
Mental.
This was
know,
honestly a
Cousin
shocking
Bob?
start. The stuff they were telling me was so bad, it didn't sound
It's really
like
cool
real
though
life.
that
And although these
he's in
guys
this
seemed
town
cool,
and
I mean, I even took Richard's number.
he's playing Magic the
I still
Gathering with
needed
them.
to
They
dig
brought
deeper,
him in and
as
stuff like
that was
that.
just one group's opinion. So I went and found this bar to speak to a few more people.
We've seen like reports. Huh? Zinc. So who is the racist in Zinc? What's the name? Oh, you won't say it.
He's got a little group together over there.
Are you too afraid to say it?
So there's a mystery man in Zinc who is the leader of the racist group. Is it safe in Zinc?
No, there's people that live there.
Would they like people like me?
no.
Don't think so.
I didn't
On-
know about it
Yeah.
till maybe 2 years ago. I was stunned by it and how secret it was.
Yeah. You are so wise, Gandalf. What is the name? of the-
Wow.
of the
The
Grand
thing
Master
is,
in
he
Zinc?
probably took that as a compliment
You can't
too.
say
He
his
probably
name.
knows
Show me the
exactly
name.
what Lord of the
I'm
Rings is.
scared of him. He's an old grandfather retired like me. I mean, he's.
But you are good and he is bad. What is his name, Gandalf?
Clearly, some dark magic must happen when you say this man's name, but from our first night, we found out some very interesting information, which were helping me build an opinion on Harrison, Arkansas.
What I'm thinking so far is everyone who I've spoken to seems proper nice and welcoming. They're telling me that the people in this town aren't racist, but it's just one area that just so happens to be very racist. And there just so happens to be a mystery leader who is like the most racist man in the world, it seems. So like, I feel like we should dig into that a little bit, but we're also being warned away. I don't know if we're going to end up risking our lives for YouTube. We'll find out.
You know, I respect the
Okay.
town because they really don't want this guy to get fucked over.
Yeah,
You
they're
know,
trying to
and
they're trying to
yeah,
protect
yeah.
him,
This is my
kind of.
opportunity to
Yeah.
explore the town.
James, I'm Shoosh.
Say that one more.
Shoosh. Yeah.
But the same things carried on getting repeated.
The racism's honestly out towards Zeke.
That's why
Everyone
hearing.
says it's in zinc.
Because that's where the retired Grand Wizard of the KKK.
Interesting.
One of
Grand Wizard.
one of the branches of the KKK. There are 6 of them that I know of, or that
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard
no,
of.
yeah. Like chapters, yeah.
Oh
So
no,
it's
no, no!
actually
The
sad
different
that you
specific
guys have now been
branches.
given this
They don't
reputation
even all get
because of the
along.
Grand Wizard.
Yeah, I'm sure their ideologies are a little bit different here and there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's there. Look at it. It's not racist to love people.
White Pride Radio.
WhitePrideRadio.com.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
You know what's
okay.
interesting? The fact they changed it. They changed this sign to make it more friendly. They've modernized it.
Now the
Oh
billboard
my
said
God.
Harrison Strong, but not a single
Ooh.
person I'd spoken to
Surprised that
seemed
dog
to
is
endorse
brown.
it. But that definitely doesn't mean that racism isn't here. It just means I haven't seen it yet.
Could do with some representation.
So I went into the town center with the hope that racism would reveal itself. I went to get some
looks a
food,
nice
I
waffle.
met a delightful friend group, and to be honest, the craziest thing I'd seen wasn't even racist. It was just something that shocked my English mind.
To make it look like I'm talking to the camera. I just can't believe
Oh, guns?
Right.
Yeah, there's a
There's a
lot
kid
of those in the
with a
South.
gun. How the hell does a kid get a gun? America's different, man.
But don't
Hey, if
worry,
you're
not all
16,
kids were
man.
shooting guns. Some were shooting hoops.
Basketball going on. Who's the best basketball player here? That's you. What's your name? They call me Ringside. What I want to do is I want to
Call me
take you on,
Ringside.
and then if you beat me, I've got $20.
Oh yeah, let me hop in then. Let me hop in too.
If you miss, you're done for. Oh, he's good. I think you're going to fumble the bag. Oh, that was disrespectful. Guys, I'm a basketball player.
Brick.
Woo.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
have that in my locker. Oh, I play basketball.
Another one.
Oh, you got one? What you got? Oh, it's that ball. Sorry, man, sorry.
I win. Come on.
Yeah, but I won't miss.
Hey up.
God, that's dangerous.
God, his
Listen, you won.
technique is awful.
Congratulations, the cannon. I appreciate it. I know you're good. I know you're good at this game.
Bro, it's
Chunks.
Chunks.
I'm Chunks, yeah. I'm Chunks.
If I'm
So
being
Chunks
honest,
is
everyone
another
had accepted me
black
in this
British
town.
YouTuber
Even Richard
who's
from the
fat.
Magic
That's why he's
game
called
came back
Chunks,
to
and
me
he looks
after
nothing like
From the
him.
videos which you've seen online, it looks like the whole town is racist. They make it look like the whole town is racist. From what I've seen, I haven't seen anything. I've seen people like you.
The reason we get this reputation from around the world is because we have a KKK leader that actually lives like 15 miles away.
So
I love
why
how
am I
like they
focusing on
live
Harrison? Well,
like
the main reason
everywhere
this town is seen as
else.
the most racist town in America is because of
Yeah.
the leader of the KKK. I think I've realized that this man has given all the people from this town a bad name. He put up the billboard and he's the one who holds the racist marches. So far, my experience of this town has been positive. There's been people like Richard who actively wanted to help me. He literally agreed to take me wherever I wanted for free, but it was even crazier when I spoke to him and found out the daily struggles he goes through every day.
I've had multiple leg surgeries. I need to have a foot surgery, but
Really?
yeah, I've been putting that on the back burner for quite a while. They wanted $3,200 up front.
Wow.
Yeah.
And every
Yeah,
day
the
you're
state
feeling
of
that.
American
Oh,
healthcare
yes,
sucks.
Oh yeah.
Part of life.
Very
This
aware
man
of
is
that.
literally going through constant pain, yet he still wants to help me. And by
Yeah,
no
I don't
means
know
am I
if you
saying that
heard
nobody in this
Lita
town is
groan
racist.
whenever
I just don't
I
think
said
it's fair
that.
to say that this is the most racist town. when
It's
the
just
main
it
reason
was.
they have this
I find
reputation
bizarre that so
is
many
of a man
people
who
don't
doesn't
want
live
a
there.
public
So I think it's time
healthcare.
for me to take
They're
my
so
focus
they've
off
been
Harrison and declare
sold
war on the
such
KKK
a
and
lie
whoever their mystery
that
leader
they are
is.
voting
Better
against
place
their
to
best
start
interest,
than
but
Walmart.
that happens
Place
in many
featured
countries,
in
not
that
just your own.
viral video. So I
Yeah.
suited up and spoke to the people.
Literally came from the UK just to document this area on behalf of the BBC. What's with this town and the whole connection to the KKK? And where would they have those meetings?
Sometimes they'd be held at the hotel.
The hotel, they'd be in the Hotel Seville.
That's the
So
hotel
they
he's
were
staying
having
at.
meetings in the hotel which we're in right now. So that's got like racist links. Oh my gosh, the hotel we're staying in is a racist hotel. Yeah, no, I can imagine. So your husband's black. So you're with it, man. You're with the cause. Fight the power. But it was time for me to find out who the wizard was and how I could find him. I was wondering if you could help me. I hear the great leader of the KKK, or the grand leader of the KKK, is in Zinc.
I have the foggiest idea.
Can you draw me a map on where we can go to find them? Your dad's just helping me. He's drawing me a map just to find someone.
I'm not drawing your map because I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know where it's at or what.
Okay, do you know anyone who would?
No.
So we're just doing a documentary here for the BBC, and we're trying to find the grand leader of the Triple K.
I know that he has a compound in
A compound.
In Zinc. And whereabouts is
Everyone's
this
saying
compound?
Zinc.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you just go to fucking Zinc?
If you could just put it down, it's just easier for us to follow the map.
Thomas Robb.
Oh, that's his name, Thomas
Yeah,
Robb.
Thomas Robb. He's actually the leader out here for KKK. It's supposed to be a big mansion.
Okay, if you can just draw me how the house looks.
Other than that, I have no idea.
This, honestly, thank you so much. You should be proud of me, parents.
Okay.
It really helped me here today for the cause.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah. And just like that, the moment we discovered who the Grand Wizard of the KKK was, an inside man from the KKK called the police on us and they escorted us off the property. Well, we've now left, so hi. There's the snitch right over there. The wizard obviously has people here trying to stop us from finding him, but it was too late because I already had his name. Thomas Robb, leader of the Ku Klux Klan.
I'm not surprised though,
Something
but
tells me he's not a very nice
at the
person.
same time, it felt like it took a long time for him to run into one of the lieutenants or soldiers of this guy.
Aliens. That's
Yeah.
bad enough, but we're bringing millions of so-called legal aliens.
My white brothers and sisters, you are a race of warriors.
Wow.
So this is a low-rent David Duke.
The Ku Klux Klan is an American
No,
white
he's homophobic
supremacist
as well, not
terrorist and hate
surprised.
group, also
Oh, yeah.
known as the KKK, who have a history of many brutal killings of black people to keep them under their control. Even today, their goal remains white supremacy and a white-ruled America. Sounds stupid, right? Well, not stupid enough because they still have many, many members. So I think someone needs to go down there and make these people look as stupid as they are.
Dixie, it's so crazy to me because so many Americans are worried about Islamic terrorists and Latino immigrants.
Oh yeah,
and there is
that springs from stuff like this.
yeah, but the point is that you have white domestic terrorists, white supremacists, domestic terrorists in your country, and they're worried about foreigners.
I was wondering if you could take us there.
I'll do my best.
Thank you, my friend. The map gave us the key.
Again, I love how everybody's like helpful to try to help him find shit, except for that one asshole.
Where everyone said
They're worried for him as well.
Yeah,
I
know.
At the same time, like I do like this guy who needs a foot surgery here. Like he can feel repercussions because this Niko guy, he could just go back to America, so back to the United Kingdom, and feel no repercussions. But this bearded dude, he lives here.
Unfortunately,
they could target him.
Take us to the town of Zinc. We couldn't see this mansion that had been so beautifully drawn out. But the town population is literally 100, so I was confident we could.
That's tiny ass town.
For us to get. Oh, great.
Everybody knows everybody.
Great. What's going on? Listen, dogs. Yo, what the hell's going on? Listen, calm down, you racist dog. That's not true. I know what he's speaking to me. He's definitely being racist and dog. Chill, dog. Leave me alone. George is right there. George is so close to him, and he's going for me. But luckily, we ended
The cameraman's white. He's black. The dog's barking at
Hi,
him.
my friend. We're just here to interview Thomas Robb.
The next dirt road to your right.
And this took us
Dirt
deep
roads.
into Zinc.
Yep.
There was no going back now. You lost signal?
Yeah, there's nothing out there pretty much except for basically shacks.
Who could get you shot or hurt and then try to sue, resulting in something like a long-term court battle, I think. And you will lose.
This is that house. Okay, well, knocking on a KKK leader's door.
Oh, good luck with that. Didn't call beforehand.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for driving us out here.
See, this is what worries me because
Here we go.
in your
Richard might
like,
run.
you can knock on a white supremacist door in the United Kingdom and not worry about getting shot. It's totally different in your
Oh,
part
here
of the
though,
world.
yeah, they'll
Hello?
yeah.
You're not?
It's a great way to get a shotgun. And oh, he's on the property too. That's not good.
Hello, my friend.
Haha.
I need to leave. I'm here on behalf of the BBC. Are we not able to have a conversation?
Nope. Apparently not.
Okay.
Oh, okay. At least he's willing to do that. He just didn't want to be ambushed.
Oh, we'll call you up. Okay.
You
Thank you.
mentioned BBC and like, ooh, okay.
So we're now going to try and do this
I'll have a
properly by
conversation with
booking
you.
in an interview with him tomorrow, and hopefully we could make something work.
The only reason he seemed up for taking an interview with me is because I told him I worked for the BBC. So I'm going to run with that and say that we're running a positive story on the KKK.
What? Okay.
An interview.
Hello, is this Thomas Robb? Oh my gosh, here we go. Hello, yes, I'm here. I'd love to get an interview with you. I've come from the UK to speak to you. We're trying to do a story on why the KKK isn't racist. We basically just want to talk it all over with you, if that's okay.
How about coming out here, not to our home,
Yep.
but to the church right next door? You probably know where it's at.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thing is with these fascisty figures, you rub their ego, you kiss their ass a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
and you got them. I mean, Donald Trump was a prime example, so you can get anything with these motherfuckers if you.
You know what happens when you just say,
if you
I'm
compliment
from
them.
the UK, I'm
Yeah,
from
if you have the
BBC,
right
you
words,
just
you
think
can
this is some important
pretty
thing.
much get them to agree to just
Yeah.
about anything.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Yeah, just BBC. And I am a BBC.
The fact this man has accepted an interview with the BBC with no background check or any need for identification shows his stupid intelligence level. So I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that.
Yeah, good
For
luck,
years,
buddy.
Thomas Robb has had interviews and has been able to put the KKK's racist views out into the world. And I think it's time for someone to troll this man and make him look like the idiot he is.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're about to meet up with the leader of the KKK. In the past, when I've spoken to racist people, I always try to avoid confronting them because the moment you confront them, you get no information. We're trying to show what he actually believes. I genuinely want to find out, and then we start the trolling. But God, there is no organization more racist than the KKK. So I'm genuinely
Man,
scared
I do not
to hear
miss
what he's gonna
driving
say.
on dirt roads like that.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. So this is it.
Oh, that
Wow.
looks like a compound.
So we're here.
Looks like a training center for a cult leader.
KKK. Here we are.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm off.
Dude's got a gun, of course. Looks like
Was
what's
it a
that
gun or a
like this guy?
walkie-talkie? No, it's a
Oh, it's a
walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkie. Okay, so you can call in reinforcements. Great.
Hello. Nice to meet you. You too. Yeah, wherever you think is best.
I'm about to interview the leader of the KKK and run with the name Aymar Nonce. This could go very,
Aymar
very,
Nonce.
very.
What's your name?
Aymar. Aymar Nonce.
And what other pieces you've done?
Have you heard of the English Defence League in the UK?
Oh, I haven't. Have you heard of English Defence League? Okay.
I
So you know
have.
about the English Defence League.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically the English Defence League, they just basically want to keep England for English.
Uh-huh. That's not reasonable. So you did an interview with them?
Yes, I've done interviews with them in the past.
Oh, yes, he has.
Welcome to the BBC. We're here with Thomas Robb.
My name is Thomas Robb. I'm the National Director of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. I'm here with Aymar Nonce and
Nonce.
Nonce.
So Aymar Nonce. Nance.
Nonce.
So N-O-N-S.
Nonce.
Can you say Nance?
Nonce.
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 N-O-N-S.
Oh my God.
Nonce.
So Nonce.
Okay, yeah, I think the
Perfect.
old guy knows he's trying to troll him.
So now if we can just do that from the top.
I'm Thomas Robb. I'm here with Aymar Nonce, and he's with BBC.
Yeah.
Yep,
Maybe.
he knows.
Conversation about my involvement with the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. I'm National Director, and welcome here to the Ozarks.
Thank you very much. Really
Well, he's in the
appreciate it.
Ozarks. I've been watching that show as
The
well.
highlight of your career.
Honestly, I'm being real with you. First off,
Yeah,
please,
that
can you
shows
just
a
tell us
bit.
about that?
When people hear the name KKK, all kinds of images come
Exaggerated?
to mind. You read history
Very,
books that
very
what Nazi
exaggerated.
do to put down black people. We don't view ourselves as being anti-black. We want to preserve our heritage. We want to preserve our culture. We want to preserve our identity.
You want to stay white. There's nothing racist about that.
Absolutely.
It really annoys me when people say that the KKK is racist because there's nothing pointing towards the KKK being racist at all. How did you start your journey with the Ku Klux Klan?
Okay.
Did you get like assigned? Did they like start you off on like quests or anything?
I was always involved in.
I don't care what he's involved in, if I'm honest. I just wanted to move on to the more important questions.
Have you seen any of like the other clans out there? I've seen clans like FaZe Clan, Optic Clan. I just think they're idiots. Like no one would be a higher prestige level than you.
Years ago, I used to go and speak for some other clan. But after a while, I thought these guys are idiots. Yeah, I didn't want to connect with these people, so I finally stopped speaking to other people. So I feel that if I would have joined and pursued a career, I could have been very successful in those careers also.
Yeah, they mean well, but they just don't have what it takes to take their clan to the levels of the Ku Klux. Would there be someone from FaZe Clan here?
I don't know. We don't ask.
Optic.
Face.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you're trolling that dude.
We don't discriminate. In the church.
Maybe we do. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's laughing.
Maybe we do. Everybody's not welcome in our church. I'm sorry.
So could I come to this church? No. Okay.
No,
Makes
fair
sense.
enough.
Yeah, no, fair enough. What do you think of the people who say that you're racist?
Like Dave Rubin talking to Ben Shapiro.
Doesn't like black people or has prejudices towards black people.
Even those words don't. What are those words to mean? I've got prejudice. Of course, everybody has prejudice.
Sorry, was that a dumb question?
I mean, I prefer being around white people. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. You know.
Oh, you no, but like I'm like a supporter of you, so including me. Like you prefer being around white people.
I'll be your friend, but you're not gonna come over to my house for a barbecue.
Oh, you wouldn't invite me. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense.
Give him his honesty, even though it's atrocious.
Yeah.
I'm a separatist. I preserve my own people, and I'm not offended by a black person who says, "Hey, I prefer being around my black brothers." Fine, I understand that. I prefer being around my family than some strange family.
Me personally, as a fan of you, I'm not trying to portray the KKK is racist because I've never seen anything racist by the KKK.
It goes back to the idea of what is a racist. If a racist is someone who hates black people and wants to do them harm or something that, then obviously I have no desire to see misfortune come to a black child. I have no desire for that. I feel compassion for a young black mother whose child get caught up in the drugs or gets shot by a drive-by shooting. I feel as much compassion for them. I got to qualify that. I probably feel more compassion for a white child. I just have to say that. I believe that the black people in this country would be much better off if somebody like me was running things. Got abortion in DC today.
Why has there never been like a KKK party
in this country? Okay, up until
if we just look down the lens while we say this part.
Okay, in this country, up until somewhere in the 1960s, this country was a dominant white rule, white power structure, what I'll call that. That's not the way it is today.
Yeah, things have changed now.
The only way is going to go back. In my mind, maybe I'm wrong. I'll always say, well, maybe I'm wrong. But until white people once again control this nation, black people will be unsafe in their own neighborhoods by their own people.
From what you've said, I really respect you speaking from the heart like this. I actually did some documenting in the UK as well, where there was a group of supporters for the KKK in a town called Clacks. And I think that, honestly, you're like a Clacks guy. If you could shout out the people from Clacks, the supporters of the KKK in Clacks.
Is there anybody out there in the UK?
Yeah, in the UK in Clacks.
In the UK, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England. Howdy.
I just know they would have.
Well, at least he knows his geography.
Shout out to the people from Clap.
Shout out.
I think he has a Welsh flag there amongst those
I don't
flags.
really know the Clap people. So
Yeah, he does. There it is,
No,
too.
you are.
Okay, I'm a Clap guy. All right. Forgive me, Clap people.
I think it's because it's got a dragon on it and it's a dragon thing with KKK.
We run a group in the UK called the UK Stand with the KKK. We made a post of me and you together, and we mentioned if anyone wanted to shout out, we picked 3 names and you just shout them out. They are your supporters. Thank you, all the people from the UK Stand with KKK. Right here we have Thomas, and he's going to be shouting your names out.
IMAP.
You say?
IMAP, you say? I don't know my IMAP, you say, but IMAP, you say says can't wait, I guess, for the interview. So, well, there it is.
As you can see, it's great.
And then we got a BLM.
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 Yeah.
So he's the best, I guess.
Shout out BLM.
Shout out to you, and then.
So shout out to who?
To BLM.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says he loves him. I don't know. Hope that guy's not gay.
So let's wait.
Then Sue Kametic. Sue.
Sue Kametic.
Yeah, Sue Kametic.
Yeah.
I guess I pronounced that right.
Yeah, he's starting to
Love
catch
him.
on.
So I appreciate people like me. I like that.
I just think he's an idiot.
You have a lot of supporters.
He just
in the
might be
UK.
old and
Thank
doesn't
you so
know
much for
internet
shouting
slang.
out. Let's round it up properly because we'll look down the lens. Introduce your name properly. So just say.
I mean,
I'm
yes,
Thomas,
he's an
I'm the
idiot, but he
KKK.
might not be that kind of idiot.
I'm Thomas.
Oh, yeah, I
Robb.
agree.
I'm National Director for the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, and I enjoyed this interview with the BBC.
No, it's this BBC. So it's just I've enjoyed this BBC. It's a BBC interview.
I've enjoyed this BBC.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you give him too much credit.
So am I the first mixed race person in this church?
No. We've had reporters from every European nation. We have BBC here before, a number of years ago.
Oh, so this is the second time you've had a
Second,
BBC.
third time, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So you're experienced with the BBC.
We've done a lot of interviews here over the years.
Any as deep as this one?
As what?
As deep as this one?
Oh yeah, sure.
You've had a proper deep experience with the BBC?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thomas Robb, you have no idea what you've just done. I'm not the BBC. I'm just a random man making a mockery of everything you stand for.
I won't touch that just in case I disintegrate. Okay, BBC. Here we have the flag of the Ku Klux Klan. Huh?
One of.
Oh, okay. Of the Knights Party. So they're different. Okay.
Yeah, there's a.
Okay, BBC. Here we have the flag. Oh, wait, we haven't got the shot yet. And here we have the flag of the Knights Party. Honestly, man.
So much symbolism.
Really smashed this interview.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
You've got stuff to do. Thomas Robb, leader of the Ku Klux Klan, has taken this BBC. Thank you very much.
Welcome. No problem.
Such a deep interview.
All right. Welcome.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Thomas Robb had taken my BBC and was now struggling to walk. But I had one final question to ask him.
I did mean to ask about the hoods in the. Do you ever wear those hoods, the pointy things?
We have them for a cross light sensor.
Okay, all right. And just as a side question, have you ever made love with the hood on? Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. Let's just get this pic and we'll go.
At this moment, Thomas Robb had realized he had been swindled and he was burning.
So now you love the hood? Didn't say no, Thomas. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now he's caught on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate you, Thomas. Thanks for the
Well,
interview.
at least they let them walk out.
Alive.
Yeah.
I think not being American
He
has
tricked this
helped
man
him.
into thinking we were the
Because
BBC.
he doesn't want
and
international
now this man
incidents.
will never take an interview ever again. He will have trust
True.
issues for the rest of his life.
Also, they had a camera crew there, and
Yeah, no, well, you're all a bunch of clap guys.
Well, I think they've only got one
None of the
guy,
clap in the
one
UK.
cameraman. That's
Anyone
it.
from the KKK is clap. Clap guy, big up. Big up, man.
He's fist
Thanks.
pumped the lieutenant.
Oh, God. What we have done today is we got the leader of the KKK, arguably the most racist man in the world, to shout out BLM. You know how funny that is? And he has no idea, absolutely no clue. He said that I disgraced myself by asking him if he makes love with his hood on. Like he hasn't disgraced himself with his words. But listen, my friends, we do this, number one, because it's right, but also because we wanted to get to the bottom of the story. Harrison, Arkansas is not a racist town. However, it is home to the most racist person. But the heart of Arkansas has incredible people like Richard, and that's what we're going to take away.
I'm not going to say there's no racism in Harrison, because of course there is. People have obviously experienced racism there, and it definitely exists. But to label the entire town as racist is just not true, and it's not fair on many of the great people who live in Harrison, including the ones that I met. Like Richard, the man who literally helped me prank the KKK, one of the world's most feared organizations, and he did this after knowing me for 48 hours. That's ridiculous. And there was one final thing I needed to talk to him about.
All right, Richard, I have a confession to make. I don't actually work for the BBC.
I kind of figured that a few days ago.
At what point did you realise?
Your education. You said you only went to uni for one day.
So at that point, you realised I just
Yeah.
didn't have the guts to then tell you I didn't work for the BBC. But honestly, you have made this whole journey. Couldn't have done any of this without you. And I feel like you are the best representation of Harrison, Arkansas. I was really sorry to hear about what you were telling me about the other day with your like foot and the surgery and all of that. I wanted, just because you're a great guy, to help you out. So what I've done, I've got $1,000. And then I want to send you a further $4,000 later on as well.
Thank you.
Just because you're a great guy, Richard. Honestly, you are an amazing guy.
Thank you.
So hopefully you can get your foot
Look how happy he
surgery.
is.
You're a living legend, my friend.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This is one of the nicest things that anyone's done for me in a long time.
Aw.
And it's been a wild week.
It's been a while. Listen, man. Any way I can help you, I'm glad. Look, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug. Thank you, man. Honestly, it wouldn't have been the same without you. But, yeah, I really appreciate
That's
it.
awesome.
And honestly,
Isn't it
your
juicy?
outlook on life,
Awesome,
everything
huh?
is really, really admirable.
Well, my friends, we came to this random state in America and met some great people, but I can safely say I will never be returning here again, as the KKK now have a direct reason to target me. So my friends of the NDL, we have defeated another enemy. Please like and subscribe to join us. You're not ready for what's coming next.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Dixie, that really nice ending. I like the way that they or Niko kind of put a spotlight on the rest of the town and how
Yeah.
this town doesn't represent everybody. It might be called the racist town because of a handful of individuals, but everyone else he interacted with was far from racist. They were helpful, and in many ways, they were helpful by giving him lifts. They were helpful by giving him advice. They didn't want this young Brit from out of town to get into unnecessary issues because they know what their town's about, but they don't share the same opinions as those people.
Well,
But
the thing is,
yeah.
I'm just wanting to put this in real quick. That was a good example of what's called Southern hospitality or Southern
Yep.
comfort.
Mhm.
You're not going to find a lot of racist like back in the 70s and 80s and even the 60s, really. Like, you won't see a lot of cross burning and stuff like that. At least not in places like Arkansas. You'll have to like go way in the mountains of Montana for something like that. So a lot of the really strong racists, I guess is how to say this, have moved
guess
to
so.
like little compounds and shit like that. Like example in Montana, or they have like little enclaves out of the way in places like Glen St. Mary, Florida, or Baldwin, Florida, or even where he was at in Arkansas.
But it seems like they're isolating themselves more from
No,
society.
not even that. All the old guard are dying off.
Yeah.
And
It's unfortunate, Dixie. It's unfortunate that you would think maybe something like racism would be a thing of the past.
No.
Considering we're more globalized, nobody is like amazed by seeing somebody of a foreign race nowadays. It's just that we're all used to it, but somehow this layer of racism still has its ugly head, and we see it now in other ways, like when people get pissed off that there's a black Doctor Who and they call that shit woke. Like it's those are the sort of things we're dealing with nowadays. Like certain things which were known as white institutions now having people who are not white involved in them. People have a problem with that. I think a lot of them have actually been kind of groomed into feeling upset about that, because I don't think many people would have in the past, but that's how it is right now.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
But going back to this particular documentary, it was very good to see this young man, going out of his comfort zone, meeting these different people. getting an interview with the KKK leader, and it just harkened back to other Brits who have done something similar, like this was like a go between say Louis Theroux and who's one side of things, and Sacha Baron Cohen, who goes the other side of things,
Yeah,
and this felt like it was in the in between.
it
All
was.
three,
It looked it.
and and Nico as well. All three of these people are Brits, but it does help, obviously, not being from that part of town, because you're more likely, in a way, you're more likely to be taken seriously, because these people will think, "Wow, this person's come from another country. Surely this can't be a prank." But like
You
how
would
Sacha
think,
Baron Cohen
but
is, yeah, it is a prank. Yeah, it is a prank, and it's there to get views and stuff like that. It's still a way to expose these guys, but unfortunately for these guys, it is to expose them negatively. And I'm very happy about that. And I like the fact that he goes in there thinking, "Yeah, I'm going to," he's trying to make these people think that I'm going to be on your side, but deep down, he's just trying
yeah,
to.
he's just baiting them, trying to get them to say stupid shit.
Yeah, like I have an account on Parler, and my account name is True Patriot White Guy. I'm on that account pretending to be a white supremacist, and I say all types of shit to incriminate myself and as a white supremacist, and basically troll myself. But I'm trying to sound like I'm supporting the cause at the same time,
Yeah,
and
I used to do something similar when I used to
yeah.
play as Glover Knows Jesus on YouTube.
Yeah. So, there'll be a picture of Barack Obama, and I'll say, I hate this guy more than I hate myself. I'll type something like that, just to get my point across. And I don't really use that account now because Parler's a piece of shit social media site. It's not very well designed. It's really poorly run. Everything about it is crap. It's more of an echo chamber than it should than anything else. And I just don't like it anymore. More people, regardless of all these sites like Parler and True Social, which are there for right wingers, they all end up going back to fucking Twitter
Oh,
end
they
of the
do.
day
They do
anyway.
when they either get unbanned or make a new account.
Yeah, exactly. But what did you think of this documentary overall?
I thought it was good. It was a good representation of a lot of the people in town. Um, like for instance, the D&D group or whatever he was talking with, or Magic, the Gathering group.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I thought the documentary was a very fair, or I should say, a very fair representation of that town.
I agree. It was good actually to see, pardon my French, a bunch of hillbillies playing something like Magic the Gathering. I mean, and all of that, because you don't necessarily, from as far as I'm concerned, I don't associate, like people from this part of the world playing a game like that. It feels like something maybe
Oh,
more,
you'd be surprised. You would
and
be.
yeah, I think I would be, and in a way, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit regarding that. But I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see, these probably quite religious people as well playing a game about witchcrafts and spells and stuff like that. What
Yeah,
I
you would think that
mean?
there's a little bit more Jack Chickish anger about that, but nope.
Yeah. Regarding this KKK guy, he did seem a bit over the hill, and
Oh,
like
he was super old.
he was super old. He had maybe one or two people around him, like who were pretty old themselves. He seemed kind of redundant and insignificant. Maybe he was an easier target for Nico, as well to meet up, because somebody who's younger in the game, maybe some sort of Proud Boy type of guy who's a KKK member, that would probably be a bit more costly for someone
Or
like
better yet,
Nico.
like say Aryan Nation biker gang, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And even if they did take him seriously initially, if they found that they were being pranked, they could have fucked
Yep.
him over, and they wouldn't care that he's a Brit from abroad. They wouldn't care about international incidents. A lot of these guys think they're American number one and all of that shit. So they would just look at it from that perspective. But
They might
nevertheless, I'm
look
glad.
at that
Yeah.
from that perspective, but that's also going to bring a whole lot of unwanted heat with an international incident such as that.
Oh no,
So they're
no doubt. But we are talking about stupid people at the end of the day. So these people are You know, they are what they are because they're fucking idiots. And
Well,
so
here's a
yeah,
little thing I have to say about that. They might be dumb, but they're not that kind of dumb.
look, I have always said that being academically clever is different to being socially clever. There are people who are educated, but they are still racist pieces of shit, and they're at times when it comes to their social interactions, they're fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
Talking like I'll give you a person who's not necessarily maybe. Funny enough, he's a brain surgeon, so you would think smartest one of the smartest people around, but he's fucking stupid. Is Ben Carson, for instance. You know, when I see him do his political spiel, you realize that he's out of his element and he comes
Well,
across as a fucking
also
idiot.
Ben Carson is a shill, and he's doing it for I guess what you running for president or something like that a while back.
I wouldn't be surprised a lot of these dickheads do. But the point is that you can see that even though he is a brain surgeon, you know, when he's not maybe in his element, he does look very foolish. And being a politician is definitely not his element, and he comes across as a fucking idiot. And it just goes to show that being academically intelligent is totally different to being socially intelligent. You've got to have interactions with people, know people, different cultures, all of these sort of things. And if you are, um, if you've been shielded from that, or you never had those sort of interactions, you can come across as a fucking idiot. And I think a lot of these KKK members are like that. You know, I will never consider people who are racist to be intelligent in particular aspects. You know, like just to go on a bit of a tangent here, Maria Le Pen, she lost the election in France. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was basically running on a campaign of anti-immigration. But what
Oh, that's the
her and
hate the Muslims lady, wasn't it?
yeah, and them not
Yep,
wearing
that's what I called
hijabs
her.
and
Yep.
face veils and shit like that. But the point is that it's all good running a campaign on that if you think that's going to get you elected. But at the end of the day, running a country is more than fucking hating on immigrants. There are so many factors to it, and that's why these fascist fuckers, when they take over, they never really run a country so well because they don't realize how many factors there are into running a country. In our country right now, the Tories are in charge, and they are ruining our fucking country because they basically ran a campaign of fascism. The fascists fucking voted for that shit, and now they're in charge, and they don't realize there's so many elements to this country, and because they don't know how to run it, they're failing this country. But I'm not surprised because fascist people always fucking fuck things up. But that's a massive tangent there. I do apologize. I'm going to wrap this up now, Dixie. Anything more to say regarding this?
I
This
thought that the
documentary.
documentary was pretty fair, not only to the documentarians, but also to the people in the town. Because, yeah, the good thing is a lot of these old racist assholes are dying off. They are in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. And a lot of them aren't going to be around very long.
Yeah, I know that, but then when you see people like Paul Joseph Watson, um, who's in his late 30s, early 40s, um, around, and you got people like Nick Fuentes and so on, it's like, wow, you'd think that the old racist people would be that dying breed, but there are other people out there, Dixie, who are taking on board who are taking on the mantle, so to speak, and it's upsetting. You know, don't get me wrong, these guys are fucking idiots. You know, and I don't think they're going to get very far, but because they're on social media, which is how you get noticed nowadays.
Yeah, squeaky wheel demands oil. Sorry.
So unfortunately, they're going to keep themselves recognized in some capacity. I mean, look at people like Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, I mean, she's fucking thick as shit, but because she's so outrageous, it keeps her popular. Lauren Boebert as well, outrageous, keeps her popular. Madison Cawthorn, all these motherfuckers, Matt Gates. I mean, when's that guy going to be charged for pedophilia or sex trafficking or whatever? It feels like it's been going on forever, but they still they seem like the new generation, if you know what I mean, and they're politicians as well, which is even scarier. But regardless of all of that, let's wrap this up.
All right.
Dixie,
Yeah,
thank you very much for you are absolutely the perfect person for being my co-host on this because of your knowledge on this, a little bit of your background, which I don't want to get into too much because Dixie, in case people don't know, Dixie is far from being remotely KKK-ish. You know, if that was the case, he wouldn't be
I
working
just have a
alongside me.
lot of knowledge of it, is all.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And so I'm very happy that he's with me on this, and I very much enjoyed this. Niko Omilana, fantastic job. Could have been better, in my opinion. I think with experience, he will improve his technique, but you know he's still a young guy in his early 20s, so I'm sure there'll be a lot more to come. But unfortunately for him, he will get recognized, so he's gonna have to start doing what Sacha Baron Cohen that does, and maybe do makeup jobbies and stuff like that, and change his accent and shit like that. Okay, all right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care. Bye bye.
Have a good one.